cloud institution. Today we are going to see one of the AWS features, which is EBS volume. Okay, so we are going to see how to create and attach EBS volume with with the EC2 instances. Okay, so first of all, let's get into see what is EBS volume. Okay, so what is an EBS volume? EBS volume is a durable block level storage device that you can attach to your instances. Okay, so after you attach to your volume to your instances, you can use it as you would use as a physical drive. So what do you mean by this one is that, okay, so EBS volume is kind of a block level storage. Okay, we have a different storage options available in AWS. So one is file level storage, which is EFS, and object level storage, which is S3 bucket, and then this one is EBS volume. Okay, EBS volume is the block level storage. So what is block level storage? It is just like a hard disk in our systems. So in our desktops, if you have, you can just have some kind of a hard disk in your system. Okay, so that can be attached and detached from your systems, right? So similarly, this is also is kind of a this is also kind of a hard disks which you can attach and detach from your EC2 instances. Okay, you can attach multiple EBS volume to the single instance. Okay, so and if you have one instance, you can attach hundreds of EBS volumes to that instance, but the one single instance can never be shared across two instances or two or more instances, right? So it can never be shared. Okay, so that is kind of a limitation you should be understanding. Okay, so this volume instance must be in the same availability zones. Okay, so whatever the volume you're going to create, that volume should be in the same availability zone. Okay, so let's see some demo on this one. Okay, so now I'm going to the EC2 console. Okay, as you can see here, I don't have any kind of instances and I don't have any kind of volumes also. It is taking too much of time to load it. Okay, I'll just get back to this on this volume and let me just open it in a new tab. Okay, so it's going to be opening the okay, I'm going to the launch instance. Okay, so here it will be opening the volumes. Volume is taking a lot of time to load. So click on launch instance. So okay, I think it's open here. Okay, so there is no volumes, right, attached to this one. So now I'm going to create volume. So it's going to be cloud institution EBS. Okay, so this is the volume name I'm going to give, and here I'm going to use Amazon Linux image, and then so here you can see I'm going to use t2.micro free tier eligible tier, and I'm going to create a new key pair. Okay, so and also you can also go without creating key pair itself, right? So there is not necessary that you need to create a key pair on this one. So now you can see the network settings. Okay, so I'm just leaving it default. I'm not going to allow, I'm going to only allow SSH traffic from here. Okay, and I'm going to do a 8 GB of volume. So what is this volume? What is this volume of 8 GB? So 8 GB of volume is the root volume. So whenever you are creating an instance, so the virtual machine, that virtual machine will be having the OS installed, right? So in order to install the OS, we need some kind of a storage space. So that is the storage space which we have it. That is the 8 GB of volume. Okay, so we are going to see that 8 GB of volume in the volume section now, because that volume will be created when your instance is being created itself. Okay, now I'm going to launch instance. Okay, so it's getting launching is getting launching instance. Now you can see, you can refresh this one. You can see 8 GB of volume has been created. Okay, so what is this 8 GB of volume has been created here? So 8 GB of volume is being attached to this instance. So this is the instance ID, right? So you can see this, take the instance ID. So this is the instance ID is created. You can click on this instance ID and it will open the instance whatever is being created just now. Okay, everything is well and good now. Okay, so now I wanted to increase the volume. I'm feeling that the volume is not enough for me. Okay, so now I wanted to attach the additional volume. So before we attach an additional volume, let's log into this EC2 instance and then see what all the options are available inside. Okay, it is just connecting to my instance. Okay, so now sudo su hyphen. Okay, so I'm just going into the root. Okay, so I'm going into the root, and then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to give some kind of a comments, so I'm just going to give the command called lsblk, so which means that ls block device. This is the command, so please note it down. This is the command which is used to list how many devices are there, how many hard disks are there in this, how many hard disks are attached to this particular instance. So for now, as you can see, I have only one hard disk attached. It has a multiple partitions, root and then partition, and all these things are boot, everything is been attached. Now I don't have a additional volume to be attached over here. Okay, now if you can go to the volume, let's create some volume and let's attach to this volume to this one. Okay, so I'm going to create a volume. The volume size is going to be 10 GB. Okay, so now I wanted to attach this volume for the, so whenever that there is a, the instance instance has been created. For example, instance has been created under the availability zone kind of US East 2C. Okay, as I mentioned with you before. Okay, so the instance must be in the same availability zone. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a EBS volume under okay, so US East 2C. Okay, so now I'm going to create a volume. Okay, now I created volume. Okay, so everything is well and good, right? So now I have a 10 GB of volume. I want to attach this volume to this instance, whatever it is running. So how to do that? So click on this one, go to action and attach volume. Okay, so attaching volume is not been available because the volume is still being getting created. Okay, as you can see, it is still getting created. Okay, now it is available. So now what we can do is we can go to this option and then you can click on here and then attach volume. Okay, so the instance ID, we are going to attach to the instance ID, the instance we are going to attach to this, only one instance is there, we are going to attach, and then the device name is going to be /sdb. I'm going to choose. Okay, so we can choose any kind of a name, so for this purpose I'm going to choose SDB because here there is the name called xvda, then I'm going to do xvdb. Okay, so even though the name is going to be SDB, is going to be showing as a xvdb. Okay, so now I'm going to attach volume here. Attaching volume is all done. Now you can go and see this lsblk. You can see this one of the volume has been attached. Okay, so now this volume has been 10 GB attached, but it has not been mounted yet. Okay, so we need to mount that particular volume to our instances, to our any one of the folders, then only it should work. But even before mounting it, okay, we need to format this volume. Okay, how to format this volume? mkfs.ext. If you can do mkfs.ext, you can see, okay, so you can see three types of file systems. One is ext4, ext3 and ext2. ext2 and ext3 are kind of older file systems. So now we are going to be having, okay, so we are going to be having kind of a latest file system, which is the recent one, that is ext4. Okay, and then the volume is going to be /dev xvdb. Why it is xvdb? Okay, so because this volume is being present over here / if you give ls, this volume has been available inside this one. Okay, so if you can see ls/dev, you can see all the volumes, whatever has been available, it can be shown over here. Okay, that's why it is called as a /dev svdb. Okay, so now everything is good. Now if you can see, okay, it's been formatted, this volume has been formatted. Now let's create a folder. Okay, mkdir, okay, cloud hyphen nstituttion is the folder I'm creating. So I'm going to make it's like a I'm going to mount this volume. Okay, and before that let's see df-h, right? So if you can see df-h is a disk free. You can see -h means like we can see how many files are mounted, how many directories are mounted on this location. That will be displayed over here. But here we have xvda1 is there. Okay, but we don't have xvdb, whatever we have created now. So what you have to do, we need to go and attach it. Okay, so now we have created a folder here, ls cloud institution. Okay, I'm going to give cloud institution, nothing is there inside. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to give a mount. Okay, minus dev xvdb to cloud institution. Okay, I'm going to mount to this folder. Okay, as you can see, it's getting mounted. But if you can go and see inside this folder, there will be one file should be created, one folder will be created, that is lost plus found. Okay, so that is the lost plus found folder is got created. Okay, what is this lost plus found folder is getting created means? Okay, so means what is lost plus found folder? So because whenever your some of the device has been mounted inside your device, there's going to be a lost plus found. Okay, now if you can give df-h, you can see /dev-xvdb is been mounted inside this particular folder. Okay, now you can just go inside this. Okay, so now we are already inside this folder. I mean, we can just create a touch. Okay, hello.txt, some kind of files will be, we can save it and we can start using this disk. Okay, this is what all about all about EBS volume and how to mount it. Okay, so the next class we are going to do like how to detach the volume from one volume to, and how are you going to attach to the another instances. So basically we are going to attach to one volume, and we are going to save some files, detach it, attach to some other instance. Okay, so stay tuned, guys, and we are going to be seeing this classes very soon. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video, and please please call us on this number, on this website, on the cloud institution, if you have any questions, and please follow us on Instagram and Facebook and so YouTube, right? So so this is the number. So if you have any questions, queries, or anything, please let us know. Okay, thank you.